lesson, and I wanted to start by showing you my new haircut, which I told you I was going to get when you were here. And I asked them to dye it black and to give me bangs right across there like that, black bangs. They said they wouldn't do it because it would look too stupid, so I had to have this. This lesson is called The Three Squares, and it's a design lesson. Here you have three squares, and I found the center of this square with an X. And I found the center of this square with an X. I haven't done this yet because I want to show you how it's done. I put my ruler on the corners of the square, and I draw a line. And I put my ruler the other way diagonal on the corners, and I draw a line. And that gives me the center of each square with two diagonals. In each square, I'm going to make a different design, beginning with the center in which I'm going to put just a black square, and then each design will develop differently with different shapes. I'll use a marker. So, to begin, a square, and a square. Now, you might notice that I'm using my pencil lines as a guide for my design. Later, I might take an eraser and remove it. Now let's go on. In this one, I'm going to do a half circle. In this one, I'm going to do a diamond. And in this one, I'm going to put dots inside the square and dots in the center of the square. Now I'm going to go back to this one, and I'm going to double the outside edge. And then I'm going to put a square inside of the square with an X. And in this one, I'm going to put a circle, a circle, a circle, a circle, and a circle. Now back to this one. Here I'm going to put a banana shape. In this one, I'm going to connect the corners with a double arc. And that is a mistake. But mistakes are interesting. And in this one, I'm going to double my circles. Now going on, I'm going to make this into a diamond. And since I'm worried about running out of memory in the camera, I'm going to hurry a little bit. I'm going to put this into a square. And I'm going to double the square. And in this one, I'm going to put the whole thing in a circle and double the circle. Now, here I'm going to put a box on four sides. On this one, I'm going to put a circle on the diagonals and connect them with a 10. And on this one, I'm going to connect my squares with an arc. And on this one, I'm going to put a football shape. Then I'm going to connect them with a square. And so, as you can see, I could make, if I had more squares, more and more and more designs. What's the total number of designs I can make? It is 67. Exactly 67, because if you made 67 designs, you'd be so bored you wouldn't want to do any more. But one last thing. You may be wondering why this design is in a square, and this design is in a square, but this is drawn inside of a rectangle, and there's a reason for it, because on the other side of this design is your music lesson that you haven't done yet. It's called the Chinese C, and it teaches you that this note is the lower C, and then you have to do this music lesson, number 25, the Chinese C, before you do your design, which is not going to be a copy of my design. That would be silly. You're going to make up your own designs with a square and an X. And that's your art lesson for today. Thank you.